themselves again.
And I bet you, I need to write that. I bet it's on YouTube.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna have to find that. Was it making of the videos? Making of the fucking videos, wasn't it?
Something like that. I always had to have effing.
Effing G and F and RS.
Making effing videos.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, our parents. I remember the first time that my mom, like when she canceled MTV, was the day that she watched Slash drive that girl off the cliff.
Yeah.
And then some girl throw a bottle at Duff's guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know why that bothered her so much, but
yeah.
The definitely driving the girl off the cliff and then the camera panning back up and there he is with his shirt off and playing a guitar solo. It's like, yeah, our parents had to have seen that and been like, what in the fuck? Why do they look up to these guys? I don't know.
That's funny because my cousin and I, we're the same age, so we would have sleepovers. And when that video came out, he recorded it before I got to his house. He's like, check it out, I got the new GNR video.
Nice.
And we sat there and watched it repeatedly for at least 10 times, if not like 20.
Right.
With his parents in the room or, in the area.
Right.
And they never said anything.
Never said boo.
We just sat there, rewind, play, rewind. Over and over again.
Your dad or your cousin's dad is he's a little bit of a rocker himself. I mean, he's in bands. He plays guitar. He knows how to play drums.
He's pretty laid back about that stuff.
I mean, I guess it is music and art reflects reality, whatever that's supposed to mean. But
that's deep.
So yeah. Well, I think I heard Marilyn Manson say that once, and it's always stuck. But it was during the time that Marilyn Manson was getting all that shit for. Like when the Columbine incident happened, and it came out that the kids liked Marilyn, like listening to Marilyn Manson.
Right.
They started blaming Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it's his fault that they wouldn't have killed anyone if they didn't like his music.
Right. So like all the parents, like from any town that Marilyn was coming to perform at, like they would have this big like protest to shut him down. And
how do you think?
Ridiculous.
How does that feel? When you write some music and you think you're this art, like Marilyn Manson takes himself pretty seriously,
right?
And you consider yourself this artist, and you're pushing boundaries, and you're doing something new, right. And then you find out that the biggest douchebags in the world listen to your stuff, like you're their favorite,
right?
And then they go and do this, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I thought I was changing the world for the better here.
Yeah,
I thought I was giving an outlet,
but only sad kids like you.
Well, that's true. Did you ever meet a happy kid that wore a Marilyn Manson t-shirt?
It's either that or like the unattractive kids from school that they weren't
black.
dorks, but they weren't attractive enough to like be popular. Maybe.
Whoa, dude!
I wasn't popular. I'm not saying.
Hey, these are some ugly ass kids. Well, that's why they didn't have friends.
Well, I feel like they typical self-esteem issues.
Sure.
So you don't go out and like you're not outgoing.
You're not walking confidently.
So therefore, you're not in the popular crowd because you're
right.
You're an introvert.
You know what always bothered me about high school is that some of the ugliest fucking punk dudes that we went to school with were the ones that were in the popular crowd dating like the hottest chicks.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they were that ugly?
I mean, like Dylan. Jay Dillon, that guy looked like a fucking like shaved potato, like a ginger. A redheaded shaved potato. That's what he looked like to me.
To you?
Yeah, I was just like, what is it? Well, because he was also dating like my crush, Christina, for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I even knew that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it sucked.
He had a great personality, though.
I don't remember that either. And he was the guy that would knock books out of kids' hands as they walked down the hallway.
Really?
Like freshmen or sophomores. Yeah, he was that guy.
Well, bitches got to learn,
Guard your books, bitch.
Got to walk the streets.
God. or not this again. Or what was the other thing that he used to do? He used to do the thing. He didn't. It wouldn't say kick me, but he would stick like stickers or signs or like drawings on. You'd walk up to some nerdy kid and be like, "Hey, man," and like the nerdy kid is all like awestruck because like the popular kid is talking to him, and he just walks up, pats him on the back, and he's like, "How you doing today?" And they're like, and he's like, "All right, you take care," and. It's high school.
Fight the good fight, bud.
Yeah. Stay strong. Yeah, I hate.
I don't think I ever witnessed any of that stuff.
Well, you were too busy swapping face with your high school girlfriend.
See,
at your
that's
locker.
right.
Yeah, you were preoccupied. I was a man of the people. Like, I kept an eye out for all of the middle to lower class,
Right.
Students.
Yeah.
I was the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
So,
Writing your report for the school paper.
I should have worked for the paper. I would have.
Yeah. You would have been great at that.
What happened to our counseling?
I got some dirt.
I know that.
Stop the presses.
Dylan's dating Christina. Let's start a rumor about
I got
him.
a big scoop. I got a big lead on the backside sticker bandit.
But, like, seriously though, like we've talked about our counselors in high school a couple of times. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
They failed us.
How could they not have like sat us, the two of us,
Right.
down and been like, all right, I got to crack this one. Like, they're so concerned with the popular kids or the kids whose parents like donate the most money to the school. They're like, yeah, we're going to get them into all these programs and help them out. And
Or they
figure it
didn't
out.
care that I was underachieving. They
Right.
just didn't care.
Yeah, couldn't give two lesses of shit. Like, I could have been talked into working for the paper. I would have enjoyed that.
I know.
But I never did because that was kind of like a dork thing,
Yeah. Right.
But or a class president, like I wouldn't do that. I'm not that much of a spotlight guy, or maybe I was back then.
Could you have done that speech to the kids? And
No.
to the here's why you should vote for me speech? Like, there were some kids in our class that did it that I wouldn't necessarily consider very popular.
Sure, yeah,
And I had the most respect for them because I didn't have the balls to do what they were doing.
right,
Because I'd be setting myself up for ridicule. Like, no. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want to be made fun of.
right.
I'll just hang out back here, unseen. And here's these kids. Here's why you should vote for me. And it's like, oh my God, he's running.
Yeah.
Like, well, bravo.
Right.
Good for you, man. Although, the more I think about it, it was probably because his dad made him because it would look good on his college resume.
Sure, yeah, probably,
Shit.
yeah. We didn't get any of that teaching, and I guess it's not really the counselor's fault. Maybe that problem starts at home. I don't know, like with my kids, like, I find it interesting to hear them like change almost on a day-to-day basis what they want to do when they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started off typical, firefighter, officer, astronaut.
And that's just your daughter.
Yeah. And she wants to be a cop. And I'm like, oh my God. And yeah, my little boy wants to join the Army. But, like, I look forward to the days, like, in high school when they're, like, really trying to figure out what the hell they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I can sit down and help them, like, figure that out.
Right.
Because, like, I don't think you or I got really much of any of that. Because you should have been, like, in the computer lab doing graphic design work, learning HTML or some shit, to be able to get into that. I mean, that was right at the cusp, and they had none of that. None of that
Nothing.
available.
And they actually have graphic design classes now at
Really?
that school.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
I read the newsletter once in a while.
Oh, I don't. I do not.
They're always asking for money.
Well, of course.
Did you keep up with the, like, let us know where you're living so we can contact you for the reunions?
Nope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to that. I wouldn't go to a reunion, at all.
You wouldn't go to your 20th?
No.
I'm thinking about it.
Is that coming up? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's coming up
You're right. Is that
next year.
next fucking year? Oh, my God, dude.
You're like, nope, I wouldn't go to that in 5 years.
Damn, next year. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's a tough one. If I go with you, though, it might be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
everyone changes when they get older. The high school pettiness is gone, and everybody's got kids now, and you realize that life is so much shorter than what we thought it was, and the
Right.
world is so much bigger than what we thought it was, that to hold grudges or to think that dork or that,
Right.
I think it could be nice to go and, like, maybe, because not everybody's going to go anyway, but
Right.
to see people that you really didn't like back then that had a huge impact on your life and just look at them and be like, yeah, I guess it really didn't matter.
No, that's true. I guess, I don't know. I guess my life is just kind of in the in the trash can right now. To where, like,
So what are you up to?
um,
Yeah, I can see that.
waiting tables and getting divorced. You know, like before, like if none of this past year would ever happen, like I'd be able to walk in with my beautiful wife, my beautiful kids, be like, I don't give a shit. I fucking wait tables, go blow yourself. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Who won the fucking lottery, bitches? You know, I would have been okay with that, but now that that's gone, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, that figures. That figures. Baron turned out to be. And then all of a sudden you hear like the hood, Baron, or however the fuck he said.
Rory.
Rory.
Well, you got a year to
Get my shit together.
figure it out.
Oh yeah, how long you been doing that? For about 2 weeks. What about before that? 2 failed small businesses, a failed marriage.
Yeah, you just walk up on 3 guys. They're like, "So who are you with?" With Goldman and Smith. Oh, Goldman and Smith, great firm. Yeah. What about you? I'm actually jumped ship. I'm doing some insurance.
Copyright law now.
Yeah, doing some copyright law for. Oh, Baron, who are you with? The Proctor Group. Oh, the Proctor Group. Oh, that's great. So what are you managing? No, I'm waiting.
Waiting tables.
Yeah, it's tough out there, right?
Waiting tables at the old folks home, Proctor division.
But you're a shift leader, right?
No, I only work like 20 hours a week.
Oh, PT, I get that. Yeah, keeping your ear to the old street, figure out what's going on.
Trying to figure out like what do you do outside? If you only work part time, what do you do with the rest of your time? Mostly drink, alone, play Call of Duty.
I do a lot of research for my podcast.
Yeah, that's evident. That's evident in this fucking show. You just took me down depression lane. It's like, oh my god, it's 20 years removed from our high school graduation.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck, man. I'm gonna have to be fucking drunk to go. You know that, right? You're gonna have to.
If we even get invited, I don't know who's in charge of it. That's the whole thing.
I'm sure you could get on Facebook or something.
I guess. Yeah, I'll
DM them or something.
I'll ask one of the 5 people that have friended me.
Have you? Is your wife gonna come? I mean, is it like that, or do you have to come stag? Like, are you?
No, I think you bring your wife.
Can you bring your like your kids?
I don't know if you'd do that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how they did the 10-year. I think they just did it at like the VFW Hall.
Right. Okay.
And they just kind of
the VFW Hall.
Meander around. And
did we happen to play that VFW Hall at any time? Because
no, but you did have an event there once.
I had an event there.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that?
Your party for your wedding.
Oh, the reception?
No, the what do you call that? Pre-dinner.
A pre-dinner? I had
the night before the rehearsal dinner. Yeah,
I had a rehearsal dinner at a VFW Hall.
Yeah, the one at the it's the Knights of Columbus.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's Danielle's grandfather was in it, and they wanted to make it memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, nice. All right. Anyway. So yeah, 20 years. I'll
what do you got? You said it like I had at the VFW.
I don't know.
What's wrong with the vets?
I don't.
They got a nice
spread.
Digs. Yeah.
No, it's just a VFW hall, man. We played, we played quite a few VFW halls,
and they're usually
most of them are dumpy
because they're like a 50-year-old building that is really unkept,
right?
And it's the same linoleum floor that was installed 50 years ago.
Right.
And it looks like, usually it's low ceilings, and dingy.
And the bar is always back in the corner. Where they set it up, it was always like a dark place.
And it's just like handmade by the people who work there.
Right. And for free.
Not professionally, not by carpenters, but like, it's just...
Do you remember that one stage that we played on where there was like a dip, like a couple of dips in the stage? Like, because it was made out of wood and it was plywood, and that plywood had gotten wet or something from like the ceiling, and it just got warped. So like when you would walk from one side of the stage to the other, like, because I'd be turned around playing with the drummer, you'd actually like dip a little bit.
You see me like I'm walking downstairs, down a ramp and back up the ramp.
And of